Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is the chart. It's the new moon, 23rd of December. It was at 10:16 GMT. And I am recording this on Christmas Eve, the day after. It's very connected to the winter solstice. And that is a time of reflection, of going within. It's the sun changing direction, which takes about 3 days, as seen obviously witnessed from Earth. And this is a time when everything pauses. And this is especially true of this new moon because it's right before Christmas, which is on, of course, on the 25th, and then Boxing Day the 26th. Now we have a huge amount of energy in the sign of Capricorn, and I use whole signs to represent the houses. So is the moon, the sun, Venus, Mercury, Pluto. That's a stellium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 planets in that sign to do with this season of winter in the Northern Hemisphere, of course. And along with that, we've just had Jupiter change sign. It's gone forward again in the sign of Aries. Some people say it's gone back into, it's not back. It's moving forward, it's moving direct, it's revisiting. It dipped into Aries earlier this year. So now it's really moving fast. I can tell you, in a few months it will change sign into Taurus. Aries is governed by Mars. Mars is governed by Mercury. Mercury is governed by Saturn, and Saturn is really in its own sign. So the energy of Saturn is all about, at its highest, it's mastery. At its lowest, I would say it's fear. And there's so much fear right now. And I don't know about you, but I'm waking up in the middle of the night, and unfortunately, I have a habit of looking at Facebook and the news. Not a good idea. I remember if we woke up in the night, we'd maybe read a book, which I think is a better alternative. Because the news is very bleak. In the US, it really is incredibly bleak, with temperatures unbelievably low. And that desperation, that coldness, is very much to do with what winter is, after all. Now, we have the blue line as a positive. There's Venus in Capricorn, creating a lovely flow of energy to Uranus. Now, Uranus is about to move forward. It's been retrograde like all the outer planets go. But that won't be till the 22nd of January. And Uranus is the antidote, very much, to the heavy energy, which is Saturn and Capricorn. So Uranus is about being creative, coming up with solutions that you might not have thought of before. It's very much a time of the tarot card of the Hermit, the going within. And the other very important journey right now is that of Mercury. Here's Mercury. It's at 21 degrees of Capricorn. It's in a good relationship at the new moon with Neptune. It is. It's a flow of energy. That's a very spiritual connection that Mercury, the messenger planet, has. And Mercury will begin its retrograde journey, the 3rd of the year, and that starts on the 29th of December. So it's travelling all the way backwards, retrograde, to 8 degrees of Capricorn. So from 24 to 8, if you have any planet at 24 degrees or 8 degrees, you will be maybe messages coming to you, things that you haven't heard of before. It's always a time when Mercury's retrograde to revise things, to edit things. So if you've got any project that you're wanting to create, it's an ideal time to be doing that, to sort it out. Does it work properly? Have you ticked all the P's and Q's or whatever that expression is? It's not interesting, going to join Pluto. So here is the new moon, 21 degrees. Pluto's at 27 at the moment. So it won't, but it will be joining the Sun on the 7th of January, just after 12th night, the 5th, 6th of January. So that's, I think, a very important date. More of that later. But now, because it is almost Christmas, one other thing to notice, the blue line, sorry, the green line, this is called an inconjunct. It's called a finger of fate, or yod, for Mars and Chiron. And Chiron's just moving forward now. The archetype of the wounded healer is Chiron. And it's in Aries. It's in the sign to do with Mars. And they're both pointing at the South Node. Now that to me means there's everything to do with past life issues that need to be let go of. Old grievances, old wounds. And that is now available. Now Chiron, as I said, is moving forward. Uranus, did I tell you? Uranus 22nd of Jan, it will also be moving forward. So there's an awful lot at the moment. We're just about to start things moving forward. And before I finish, Venus and the Moon join, as I'm recording the 24th of December, they join together, starting the process, the shamanic process of Venus as the Queen of Heaven returning to heaven. So I wish you a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever celebration you might be having at this time, and to connect with that wise woman or wise man within. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com.